Hello techies, welcome to Automation Anywhere tutorials. My name is Samir, I am a senior programmer. In this session we will learn how to create TaskBots using Web Recorder. Web Recorder applicable when recording web-only tasks. Web Recorder understands all web controls. If you want to automate process that involve a web application or browser, use the Web Recorder. It understands all URL command line, drop-down menus and command bars icons, web pages, text fields, graphics and buttons, navigation and hotspot links, forms. These are all the things that you are going to be automate that involve in the web application or browser. Most of the people use Web Recorder to extract data from multiple web pages or extract data from the tables on the web pages or while filling web forms. In this session, we will learn how to create tasks by using Web Recorder, and also we will learn how to extract data from the web pages, and also we will learn how to extract table data from their web applications. If you see from the extract data, they are having two things. One is regular data, another one is pattern-based data. Regular data will be used when there is unstructured data that have no repetitive patterns. Just like text like that, when you are using it, you're going to use regular data while extracting data. Another one, pattern-based data. This is the structured data that repeats a pattern, such as a row in the table or list. And the extract table that data that resides in the table that you are going to be using. Let me switch to Automation Anywhere Enterprise Client. Now I will show you how to create a task by using Web Recorder. If you see on my screen, I'm going to click on the drop down beside the record. Now we will find Smart Recorder, Screen Recorder, and Web Recorder. Select Web Recorder, and then you're going to recording it. Now we are going by using Web Recorder, we are going to extract data as well as the extract table by using Web Recorder. So how can we go ahead and we can do that? Now let me go ahead, let me start the recording. Let me click on record. It will open an window saying that Web Recorder, it is asking for the URL. So if you see there is a note, a new window will open upon clicking start. Record web actions in that window only. Tasks cannot be recorded in the previous open browser windows. For and suppose if I have opened any browser in the Internet Explorer and it won't be recorded. So whatever the URL you are going to be giving over here, that is going to be recording over here. I will show you sample recording using Web Recorder. I'm not going to do any kind of extracting things and all these things. I'm not going to do that. For the time being, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to be recording simple web recording by using this record option. Now, what is the URL I have to give it? Any URL you can give it. As of now, Facebook is very famous nowadays, so that I'm going to recording it. By using Web Recorder. This is the web application, correct? www.facebook.com. And then I'm going to click on start. If you see a pop-up is coming, while recording your task using Web Recorder, please wait for the web page to completely load before performing any action on it. So that the mean until it's fully loading in the Internet Explorer, you don't perform any kind of actions on that. Okay. So I'm going to click on OK. If you see on the bottom side that you found Web Recorder on the bottom right hand side of the screen, then you can see go back, extract data, extract table, stop recording. So if you're going to do any kind of actions, you have to wait till this entire page has been loaded. Now it has been loaded successfully. Now I'm going to give first name as Amir, and it's already started recording. And I'm giving just name as surname as whatever the name I want to give it. I have just given the um, no, initial, and then I'm going to give the mobile number and the password, whatever it may be. I'm not going to be creating any kind of account. It's a sample password, and I'm just giving date of birth, that is nothing but birthday, and I'm just giving any date, and then I'm going to say gender. I'm going to creating it, and then I'm going to give up a sign up. So now what I'm going to do, this entire actions I have done it. Now I'm going to, this is the sample recording. So that I'm going to stopping the record. Now it is asking to save the task. What I'm going to do, I'm going to save in the particular folder, and I'm going to say as sample web recorder, and I'm going to save it. Now this is the sample web recorder created by the web recorder. Now let me go ahead, let me edit it. You can see what kind of action has been performed over there. If you see over here, first open the www.facebook.com, then set text. I have given first name as Amir, set text, last name, set text regarding the email address, password, and the select item by text 1986, that is the birthday year. You can see that over here. And the set text Amir into the all these things while you are going to be logging in, all these things, it has been repeated. And if you go for the visualize, these are all the things has been, actions has been taken line by line. If you see line 2, line 3, line 4, line 5, all these things, line 10, 11, 12. So I'm not going to make any changes. Now I'm going to close this. This is the sample web recording, and then I'm going to running it. As a first step, it has been open, the URL, and you can see automatically the first name, last name, and all these things, birth date, and the gender, and all these things, it has been taken automatically. It's one by one, it's a custom based, all the things has been one by one has been selected and uploading it. So now I'm going to closing it, the sample web recorder. I just aborted it. So the entire thing has been, we have seen the sample web recorder. So this is the entire, we are going to be talking about the extract table, extract data, and again in extract data, there are the two things. One is regular data, another one is the pattern based data that we are going to check it out. Now, if you see, I'm going to do the, regular data extraction. How can I go ahead and do that? Let me go ahead and let me create once again. I'm just starting the recording. I'm just using the same URL. Let me go to the favorites. I have already added that in my favorites in my browser, and then I'm going to opening it. So when you are going to starting it, the same kind of web recorder tip is came while recording. No, while recording your task, use the web recorder. Please wait for the web page to completely load for the performing any other actions. Okay. Now, if you see over here, I'm going to use extract data. When I'm going to click on extract data option, over here you can see a window that it is asking regular data and pattern based data. Regular data is nothing but unstructured data like text and all these things. Okay, whereas pattern data, it's a repetitive data that we are having, like in a row in a table like that. Okay, or else list that you're going to be using. Now I'm going to select regular data. Let me go ahead and let me click on that. If you see there's an yellow mark is coming there, please click on the date, press escape to cancel and continue recording, right? So what I'm going to do, whenever if you're going to mouse over on anything, if you see arming and it is trying to extract the data, by using regular data that you're going to extract paragraphs and the kind of things, unstructured data, so that what I'm going to do, I have mouse over on the create a new account. Let me go ahead and let me click on that. If you see, once you clicked on that extract data, control type is division, control tag is div tag, division value, create a new account. And if you see, there's the options that has been given, extract control value to a variable. You can see prompted assignment clipboard, you can selecting it, or else If you want to assign any value, then you can go ahead and you can say any value like that, it's a unique value, new variable kind of thing that you are going to give it. I will say is create account. Or else if you don't want to do all these things, what you can do, you can for the extract, or else for the clipboard you can selecting it, and then you can go ahead and you can save it. And now I'm going to stop the recording and I'm going to save it as FB, that is Facebook regular data from extract data. I'm just giving in such a way. It's a lengthy name I'm going to give it. If you want to create a shortcut on the desktop, you can create a shortcut by selecting this checkbox. As of now, I'm not going to selecting it, and then I'm going to save it. Now, if you see, let me go ahead, let me edit it. And you can see the number of steps. Opening it, extract data from control type, this so and so on going to be saving to the clipboard. Let me go ahead, let me run it. So once it has been completed, it will be automatically saved this data to the clipboard. Now we have seen how to extract data by using regular data. Now I will show you how to extract data by using pattern based, nothing but a list or the row kind of thing. Okay, now let me go ahead and let me create a new record, and I'm going to my favorites. I'm selecting the same Facebook and I'm going to click on open and I'm starting it. Okay, so over here I want to extract data. If you see, there's the pattern based data. Then I'm going to click on next. If you see over here, click on the data you want to extract. I'm going to click on the list over here. If you see, there's a pop-up kind of thing. Step 1, control details. Select value so and so year, entire year that you're going to capturing it. To define this pattern, to define a pattern, click on the capture button and select similar control from another record set. Now I'm going to capturing it. Okay, and if you see, the entire values, all the things has been came. Now enter the column name. I will say it as year. So BD underscore year, birthday year, and it is in the text form. Select an action. It's in get text, and I am going to saving it. If you see the column, that you can see the column as a select box, and then you can go ahead and you can do that. And next I'm going to clicking it. If you see, there's the select repetition is there. If there, the data span is across multiple pages, and you can extract the data from the multiple pages. Nothing but if you are having the entire pages from the top to bottom, then the data spans across the multiple pages, then you are going to selecting it. And then you are going to view the control type and you are going to capturing it. Next, if you see the preview data, and this is all about the day, month, year over here that you found it. Now what I have to do, I have to store this data, extract this data, whatever the preview has been came, I have to store somewhere. Where I can store? If you see the example, my file c slash my file slash file.csv. Let me go ahead, let me browse it. Wherever it may be, I have to save it. I can go ahead and I can save it. And now I'm going to store on my desktop. And I'm going to opening it. I'm saying, just like pattern based data. Or else if there's no file on my desktop, if you see there's no file at all with that name, then what will happen, it automatically creates a file on my desktop. If you don't have it, then it will create and paste the data into that CSV file, comma separated value CSV. If you see that the checkbox append to an already existing CSV file, if it is multiple times that you are going to be updating the data, at the time you want to append the data, then you are going to be using this option append to an already existing CSV. And encoding format, you can use ASCII, ANSI, Unicode, UTF. As of now that I'm going to use only ANSI. And then I'm going to finishing it. And I'm going to stop the recording. I'm going to say the name as FB hyphen pattern base data, and anyhow we are using extract data, and then I'm going to saving it. Now let me go ahead, let me edit it, because of you will know when I'm going to edit it what are the steps are going to be, and then you can understand what kind of things are going on. Okay, that's the reason I'm just going to be showing over here. And now you can run from here, or else from here you can run anything. Now what I'm going to do, I'm running from here. The web recorder has been started. The things you can see over here. Now if you see on my desktop, there's the PDB, nothing but pattern based data. Let me go ahead, let me edit it. You can see whatever the preview has came over there, the column name I have given as BD year, and the day, month, year, all these things has been pasted successfully. This is about regular data as well as the pattern based data. Now there is one more thing in the web recording. I will show you that one also. That is extract table. So how to extract data which is available in the table? How can we extract the data in the tables which are available in the web pages? How can we do that? For that one, I'm going to start record again. Let me go to the favorites. There is a colleges in Bangalore out there. There's a list of top 10 colleges that have taken one of the URL. Let me go ahead and let me open it. Over there, I'm having a lot of tables over there. Let me go ahead and let me start it. This is the same web recorder tip. Let me go ahead and let me click on OK. You can see there is serial number, colleges, contact. This is the list of the colleges which has been given in the table format. This is the entirely in table. If you see the below one, there's another table is there. In the same way that you will find a lot of tables over here. See from the 51, there's every 50 rows, there's one of the table. Okay, sorry, for every 25 rows, there is one of the table. So you can have almost all, you are having almost 10, 220 nothing, 225, approximately 9 tables are there. I want to extract that data by using table. So how can I do that? If you see on my below one, there's the extract table. Click on that. And if you see when you are going to, when you have clicked on the extract table, click on the table you want to extract from the page. You will get it in yellow with the background yellow color. And you can see when you are moving to somewhere else, it is not extracting the data. When you are moving onto the table, it has been highlighted in the green color. Can you observe that? This is nothing but a table. So you are going to be clicking on the table so that it is going to be extracting the data. If you see all the things, the serial number, column number one, that is at the first row you can see serial number one, and the row, and the colleges, contact, and all these things. If it is the same thing, the table span across multiple pages, you have to selecting it, and then you are going to be capturing it. As of now, I don't have that thing. Now let me go ahead, let me click on next. If you see, this is the table one. What it means, it is going to be creating, it is the table one in the particular page. It is showing us how there are multiple tables, so that it is having table one over here. Let me go ahead, let me save somewhere, extract data to a CSV file. Let me go ahead, let me browse it. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to save somewhere. I'm saying, colleges info. I'm just saying colleges info. So there's no CSV file on my desktop, right? Now there's a table one only, it is going to be captured, and it is going to be saving over there into the particular table. Now, if you see over here, I'm not going to be using any kind of append to an already existing CSV. I will show you in the next steps. Okay, now I'm going to finishing it, and I'm going to stop the recording. And I'm going to save it as FB, it's not FB, colleges info using extract data. Sorry, extract table. Okay, it's a lengthy name, please don't mind for that. And please go ahead and save it. Now if you see, I'm going to edit it once again to see the what kind of steps are there available. First of all, it is going for the opening for the particular URL. It is asking for the click on the particular what are the things, but add Googles and all these things, it is not going to be. But extract table from, this is the table one from the HTML page which we have given. Now let me go ahead, let me run it. Once it has been opened and after that it has been saved successfully onto the desktop, if you see colleges info, let me go ahead, let me edit it. If you see the in CSV format, you will find all the 25 colleges list over here with the serial number, colleges, and the contact. Now, I'm not going to be closing it as of now right away. I'm going to show you some more things over here. This is the detailed way that for the extract table, extract data, and all these things. If you see the last step, extract table, let me go ahead, let me edit it. You can see the steps out there. The fourth step, if you see, it is going to be extracting table from step one. What is the step one? It is going to be entering the website URL and then click on launch. Then click on the capture button. That is that. If you see table number one, it is. Okay, and after that, extract table to data CSV file. That is, this is the default location or the optional location, and you can see append to an already existing CSV and encoding format and all these things. If you see, or on error continues, what is the next action that you are going to do? We're not going to do anything. But here, what I'm going to make one more copy over here without going in this. I'm just copying and pasting. If you see, the same thing has been captured. And then if you go ahead and I'm going to editing it, the second one, and I'm going to say table number 2. I'm going to modifying over here. But we have not captured it, but it will automatically extract the data if it is available in the particular page. And if you see, I'm going to appending to an already existing CSV. And then I'm going to saving it. In the same way, I'm going to take one more, that is the same editing. I'm just changing the name as table number as 3, and I'm going to extract the table, and then I'm going to appending it to the same file, and then I'm going to saving it. So what does this mean? First of all, I'm going to saving it. So what will happen in this particular CSV file? The 3 steps, it has to get it 75 records over here. Because of every table having 25 records or 25 rows, so like that it has to append first. If you see over here, the first state, the fourth line, extracting table from table 1. This is from the table 2. It has to append to the existing one, and then table 3. It has to append to the existing records. Correct? Now let me close this one. And then let me go ahead. I have already saved it. Let me go ahead. Let me run it. Now, if you see, it has been already started browsing. It has been performed action 5, 4, 5, 6, and all these things. It is only extracting data. It is not showing anything. Let me go ahead. Let me edit it. Now, if you see, 25, 26, and after that, if you see over here, it is not appended because the previous record as it is shown on the existing one record. If you see from, it has been appended from here 25, 26 onwards, and if you can see 51 onwards, you can see the data. So this is the way how we are going to be extracting the data by using web applications using web recorder. And also we have seen how to extract data from the tables by using extract table using web recorder. Thank you for watching Automation Anywhere tutorials. In the next session, we will learn about the workbench. Till then, bye bye. Have a nice day.